Our mission is to help you learn the English language. We have created easy-to-follow, free educational materials for those seeking knowledge of English.
Please come in and sit down. I'm happy to finally meet you.
Same here. I've been looking forward to this.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting so long. I'm running a little late today.
No problem. That happens to all of us. It goes badly with the traffic.
Thank you. Can I offer you some refreshment?
Why not? Thank you. A little tea would be nice.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for everything you did for me.
It's my pleasure. I enjoyed working with you.
I wouldn't be able to make it without your help.
Then keep up the good work.
Do you have experience in advertising?
Yes, I used to have a part-time job in advertising company.
What were your main duties there?
I mostly did advertising planning.
What qualities do you think an advertising planner should have?
I think an advertising planner should have active thoughts, creative talent, and be sensitive to the changes in the market.
What was the most important thing you have learned at work?
The most important thing I learned was that I must continuously improve my abilities. Advertising is a constantly evolving trade and creativity is an important fact in success. If I want to make in marketing and advertising history, I can't stop studying and creating.
Please come in, Stephen.
All right, Mr. Green.
Have a seat over there. How are things going out in the office?
Pretty well. Everyone is working hard.
But our business has been going down sharply the couple of months and we have to reduce some staff.
You mean I'm among the people who have to go?
I'm afraid so.
Did I do something wrong?
You're the sales manager, but our sales didn't go up.
But you know I've been working very hard. And I have a family to support.
I feel sorry, but that's the decision of the directorate.
Excuse me, Alex?
What can I do for you, Kim?
I was wondering if you could get together with me to go over the payroll.
Sure, anytime.
Do you have a minute?
Sure. What would you like to discuss?
I've made a tough decision, sir. Here's my resignation.
Well, I have to tell you that I'm quite surprised. Is there any possible way to change your mind?
I'm afraid not, sir. I've made up my mind. It's something I have to do.
Can I ask why? Were you unhappy working for us?
Oh, no, not at all.
Are you planning on studying abroad?
No, sir.
Have you been given a better offer?
Oh, no, I would never look for another job while working here. I think this is a fantastic place to work.
Well, what's the problem then?
It's my mother. She's sick and needs someone to take care of her. I'm the only one who can do it.
I'm sorry to hear that, but you don't need to quit over that. Why don't you just take a leave of absence? We can hold your job for you until your mother gets better.
Really? I didn't know that would be possible.
Sure. We'd be sorry to lose a good worker like you.
Thanks, sir. Richard, I need those tax forms from you before 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about those completely. I'll bring them by your office.
Okay, the sooner the better.
You bet. I'll swing by after lunch, okay?
Everything's gone wrong.
I know, it's not as I had planned.
What are we going to do now?
I'll speak to Bob. He'll be able to help us.
John, I've asked you not to smoke in here. I don't want to see you smoking in my office again.
I'm sorry, Ms. Fairbanks. I won't let it happen again.
That's what you said the last time. If you want to smoke, you'll have to use your break time and go outside.
I understand, Ms. Fairbanks.
Hello, BCD Company, can I help you?
Hello. May I speak to Mrs. Smith?
This is Mrs. Smith. May I have your name?
This is Sun, and I interviewed with you yesterday.
Hello, Mr. Sun.
I am calling to thank you for giving me the interview for the sales manager position yesterday.
You are welcome, Mr. Sun.
I really enjoyed meeting with you.
You certainly made a good impression on me, as well.
I am very interested in this position.
We'll be making the decision by the end of this week and we'll contact you as soon as possible.
Well, thank you for your time and consideration again.
You are welcome.
So tell me, what's the difference between the board of directors, the CEO, and the stockholders? They all seems to be the same group of people to me.
No, there's a definite difference. You know, the stockholders are the people who own the company, they're the financial control system. Then there's the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer. He's the hot shot, the main guy who is the boss. If there is only one person with absolute power in the organization, everyone knows that the power will go to their head. It's too dangerous. That's the reason for a board of directors. The board is made up of people who are experts in the industry. They could be related to the organization, but more commonly, they are independent and non-biased.
How many people are on the board of directors?
Usually not more than 15, not less than 10. They meet monthly, quarterly, or biannually to oversee an organization or company. They provide long-term planning and vision, and also act as moral watchdogs to keep the company in line.
Mr. Johnson, there's something I'd like to talk over with you. Would sometime this week be convenient for you?
Let me see. Would it be all right on Wednesday morning?
That'll be fine.
Then I will see you in my office at 10 Wednesday morning. It is so wonderful that this transaction turned out to be the satisfaction of both parties.
Yes, we're satisfied with the result.
I hope that we can continue our cooperation.
Good afternoon, CCL Press. Jenny speaking. How can I help you?
Good afternoon. I'm looking for Mr. Alert Lee.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Lee is in a meeting right now. Can I take a message?
Sure. This is Nigel Smith, his personal banker. Could you ask him to return my call?
Nigel Smith. Does he have your number, Mr. Smith?
It's 2,781,731.
2,781,731. Sure. I'll make sure he gets the message.
Thanks so much, bye.
Nice to meet you, sir. I come from New Times Clothes Company. We learned that your exhibits on the trade fair in Shanghai this month were marvelous. Would you please quote the price?
Before we discuss the price, may I ask you what kind of exhibits you are interested in?
Your summer clothes for white collar and men's jackets.
Can you give us a rough idea of the quantity you require? It is generally known that the price varies according to the quantity.
That is to say, 10,000 sets for the one of white collar and 5,000 for men's jackets.
In that case, our offer for the white collar series is US $200, and the other is US $300 per set.
Do you quote SIF or FOB?
We usually quote on a SIF basis and a commission of 5% for you. You will find our price is most competitive.
What are your terms of payment?
Letter of credit at site.
Another question. Could you tell me the earliest possible time of shipment?
Within a month after your letter of credit reaches us.
Well, I got all the point. All the decision will be made since I get the approval from my supervisor.
Okay, I expect you to accept our general terms and conditions of trade. We believe that through our cooperation, large transactions will be brought to speedy conclusion.
Well, thank you, Mr. Perry, for all your information. Just one more question.
Yes, sir?
Do you play any sports or games?
I used to play football regularly when I was at university. And I used to do athletics in the summer.
And what athletics did you play? Can you remember?
I was a runner, a long-distance runner.
And now?
No, I'm afraid I haven't had time since I got married.
Well, thank you again for coming to see us. But just remember that we like people who join the company to play in the company's sports teams.
Certainly, sir.
I'd like to make an appointment with manager Mr. Wu. Would 10 a.m. tomorrow be all right?
I'm afraid not. He has a meeting tomorrow morning.
Could I possibly make it early in the afternoon?
No, that's not good either. But give me your phone number and I'll call you if somebody cancels.
Thank you very much. Can I talk to you for a moment, manager?
Yes, of course. What is it?
I've decided to leave.
Leave? Why?
I've worked here for 2 years. And I want to do something different.
What do you mean by something different?
I want to live abroad and learn to speak a different language.
I'm really sorry, but I understand.
Thank you, manager.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.